best of my knowledge, no one's ever actually hiked and filmed this whole entire loop. Besides the fact that he's a nice guy, he's a real professional. Warning. Welcome to State Game Lands 13. We are west of Ricketts Glen, and I'm here today with Cole Swanger, and we're here to do a very special hike. This hike is considered like a mecca for waterfall enthusiasts here in Pennsylvania. It's not super well known, but it does go by the name of Waterfall Wonderland, and we're going to be doing a loop of about 7 to 8 miles. Now, there is an All Trails app for this hike, but that mostly covers some roads and grades above two separate streams we're going to be going up. One is called Heberly Run, and one is called Sullivan Run. We'll be going up Heberly and down Sullivan. Just getting my gear together. It was a long ride in. It's about, I'd say it's in the 50s. It's a bit overcast. We were expecting some sunny weather, but that's not the case. And this is going to be a hike I think that I'm never going to forget. And I don't think you're ever going to forget it either. So I'll be telling you more about it as I go, as we go. And yeah, I'm excited to hit the trail. And it's going to be epic. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you. And see you on the trail. So we are starting out on this road called Grassy Hollow Road. There's a little parking area, and then there's a gate. But the gate is open during the hunting season, so we're heading up the road now. And our first waterfall we're looking for is going to be
Big Falls.
Big Falls. So there's like 3 major waterfalls on this side. There's Cole, by the way. And we're pretty close to peak color here. There's pockets where it's really, really nice, and other spots where it's not quite, but it's beautiful fall hiking. And as I said, this is a truly special place, and you're going to find out soon enough why it's so special. So we're continuing up Grassy Hollow Road, and at a certain point, and I think I can start to hear rushing water, we're gonna have to bear off to the right down the hillside to catch our first waterfall. Sun's trying to come out. Everything's a little damp, so there might have been a rain shower came through here overnight. Making our way down to Big Falls right now, and they say we're in a drought here in Pennsylvania, but these falls are ripping. So we got a bushwhack down. It's a good 150-foot drop, but that waterfall looks amazing. As you can see, big falls behind me. Cole setting up his shots. He has an Instagram account that you have to check out. It's probably the most artistic and beautiful Instagram account you can find anywhere in Pennsylvania. The scene down here is magical. Cool air coming off the waterfall. You can tell there's good flow because on the outcropping up there, there's seasonal extra water coming off the cliff. And man, we are off to a great start. Scenic Pennsylvania, nature, adventure, discovery. We're in for it today. Back on Grassy Hollow Road. That was a nice steep climb down and back up to Big Falls. Before we get too far into this video, I just need to say a few things. So, to the best of my knowledge, no one's ever actually hiked and filmed this whole entire loop. And there's a reason why. This is a very remote area of Pennsylvania. The terrain is extremely challenging and difficult. And hiking it is difficult enough. Filming it adds an extra layer. Now, if you are going to come out here, that's one of the reasons, by the way, I'm out here with Cole. This is a good hike to do with a buddy. And the thing I like about Cole the most is, besides the fact that he's a nice guy, he's a real professional. And he's one of the most prepared and studious researchers and people I know. That's why you'll see him in other videos with people like the Wandering Woodsman and Topo Ranger and Hiker Dude Dad. So a lot of preparation goes into a hike like this. It's not something you just go and wing it. And that being said, if you could do me a favor and please hit that like button if you enjoy this content, that really helps the channel out a lot. It lets me know that all this effort is appreciated. And by the way, as a bonus on this hike, because it's such a special one, if you go over to my Patreon account, and I'll post this for free, after the hike, we're going to do a post-hike analysis of our thoughts and give you a nice, our feelings after the fact of what this hike is about. So that'll be for free on my Patreon account. And hope to see you there. Headed down to Twin now. Upper Twin and Lower Twin. Another steep climb down. Gotta watch our footing. Absolutely gorgeous out here as we're making our way down the Twin. Nice carpet of moss and ferns, mushrooms, but the trees above are orange and everything's got a nice shine to it. It's got that fall smell, so fresh. So we're actually standing right in the middle of the creek right here, in between Big and Upper and Lower Twin. So there's Upper coming down, look through this chute, through the rock, and then there's Lower and the bedrock we're standing on right now. Pretty crazy, huh?
just drifting through the endless silence.
So that was Twin Falls, and our next big waterfall is Lewis Falls. We're going to go down, check out Lewis Falls, and then at a certain point, we're going to come off of this road and begin an actual hike. And terrain will change. But we're making some good time now because we were taking our time down there at the waterfalls, and I don't know, it's been like 3 hours and we've barely gotten anywhere. So at some point we'll have to pick up the pace a little bit. All right, we're coming up on Lewis Falls now. We can hear it. We are now making our way to the base of Lewis Falls, and I don't think the video is going to capture how perfect the scene is here. The air temperature, the lighting, the vibrancy of everything. This is what it's all about. Back down the water level and bushwhacking up the stream to the base of Lewis Falls. Some tall trees above. This area is a bit more open than the first two waterfalls. Lots of sunlight coming in. It's become such a beautiful day. So before we continue on from Lewis Falls, and once we leave the waterfall here, we're no longer following the road. We're going to be on an actual trail. Well, somewhat of a trail. We're not really sure. But I do want to mention that the place I first learned about this hike was this book, Hiking in the Endless Mountains by Jeff Mitchell. It's really a quintessential read for any Pennsylvania hiker. And you know, this is where I first discovered this amazing place called Waterfall Wonderland that I've been so curious about for so long. This is about the third or fourth time I've tried to visit this place, and the weather never has cooperated with me. Also want to give a little shout out to a friend of mine and a fellow content creator, Amy from Amy Loves Trees. I contacted her because she's done this hike before and she gave me some good advice. So thank you, Amy. You know, hopefully, if you intend to come out to this place, you will now be able to use this video as a bit of a guide to find your way through this amazing location. And just really appreciate the community of content creators we have. We all work together, and you know, it's just a wonderful thing. So we made it across Lewis, and we're just going to double check our maps and our GPS because, you know, new terrain for both of us. But this is now Pigeon Run, and we're going to be following this and starting to make our way uphill, and eventually we got to cross the mountain and then come back down Sullivan Run. So that's the plan. But you know how plans go. The confluence of Quinn and Eberly Run above Lewis Falls.
Okay, you're right. So once on Eberly Run, you see that.
So we're coming up on another point of interest here. We have some sort of foundation or chimney or ruins here in the woods. We'll go get a closer look at it. Possibly an old homestead. Couldn't find in the literature or the references anywhere what this actually is, but maybe from the logging era. Any ideas?
Say, my research came up with nothing.
There's some metal in here though.
Yeah, I mean it's a big fireplace.
Oh, definitely.
Residential.
Definitely a fireplace.
Small log home. Leads me to believe that it's something bigger.
Couple of small water features here by the chimney. A little mini canyon through here. We're making our way on the path here. It's pretty wide open. We're above Pigeon Run, and we're in like this northern hardwood forest. And I'd say about half of the leaves or more are gone. It's a little more open here. Some sunlight getting through. A little bit of water on the trail, probably a spring. A little muddy. And we're moving along. We're bushwhacking off trail again, and we're coming down to the confluence now of, looks like Quinn and Shanty streams, and there's a couple waterfalls down here. So it's a scenic spot. Like I told you in the beginning, you're getting the full experience here today. So we're gonna head down here, then maybe I'm gonna take a little break, get something to eat, and then make our final push over the mountain from here. See what we got in the goodie bag here. Chomps, Reese's sticks, peanut butter and crackers, and little tangerine or whatever the hell this is called. Fruit snacks for the little kid in me.
Because he doesn't have this on his blog, he doesn't have the full loop.
Yeah, we're here, obviously. So I was trying to read, you know, how he puts it from here. as you're near the top of the plateau. Drop the shanty is precipitous. The grade passes underneath hemlocks. Once you reach the top, the trail generally has a treadway, but there are a few blazes. This was written a while ago too. Yeah. The trail is more established. I think that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. The trail reaches a crumbling ledge capped with a scenic grove of hemlocks. Make a hard left here and follow the trail as it curves right. So there is a broken view of the plateau from the ledge. Okay. You then reach a confusing juncture as you enter an open area of ferns. Continuing uphill, and the trail here, walking underneath some nice hemlock. I got to admit, this part of the hike has taken me for a bit of surprise. I was not expecting this much uphill. Just steady up. That's about all I can say. But the good part is, once we reach the top here shortly, the rest of it's all downhill. Okay, it's gotta be the top. Up on the top of the mountain now, and you can see blazes like that one there. Pretty common. The forest is all a bit like kind of monotone, and the leaves are obscuring the footpath, but it is pretty well blazed here. After we passed through that dark stand of hemlock, now we're in this open area with these ferns, and this section on top of the mountain just feels remote, very quiet. We're not hearing hardly any animals and hardly any human noise. Yeah, I'm liking it.
Yeah, you're right.
6 hours now that we're still on top of the mountain, and don't underestimate this hike. I mean that sincerely. Download your apps and your GPS and do your homework, and if you can, have a good reliable buddy to come hike this with. It's no joke. So we're finally heading downhill again, now heading into the hollow of Sullivan, I guess. Big old monster hemlock. Seen a few old growth hemlocks up here. More than a few, really. Very scattered, but they've been around for a while. And I don't know if you can see above me there. So it's like 2:30, and the sunlight's already starting to soften a little bit, and we're starting to get shadows here into the hollow, so we have to keep a steady pace here. Might not get into quite as much detailed bushwhacking here on Sullivan Run, but that would just mean we'd have to come back again at some other time in the future. But we'll see what we can see. We've crossed over the stream now, and now we're on the stream is on our right, and it's one cascade after another. I think the next crossing here is called Ore Run, which we're coming up to next. We just dropped off the main grade, which is up there. Cole says this is called Atticus Falls?
Yeah.
Atticus Falls. And we're gonna see if we can make our way down along the stream a little bit. You know, we are running a little short on time, but we got a little bit of time to play with. This looks really, really beautiful down here. We're walking down stream, right on the bank of the creek now. Right side, got some pretty cool mushrooms here. Basically walking in the creek. Slippery moss on these rocks. But there is a navigable path, at least in this section, right along the side of the stream.
This tree right here.
I know, I did see that root. Back on the main grade now, about 80 feet, 100 feet maybe above the stream. We're on the left side, and this is the primary route. So we crossed down into the stream. We were actually in the stream on the other side. Now we're back on the left-hand side, and just all over the place today. So we've made it here now to Pigeon Run, and it's just like a continuous like series of falls coming all the way down. And this is actually where the trail crosses the run, and we're gonna do another little bushwhack down this way one last time to see what the scenery is down there. We think there may be another couple more waterfalls down there. Got a nice little cave here. Wow. Cave goes back in there a little bit. And then we're at the top of the falls here. Even somebody has a little stealth campfire ring. All the power of all the water over all the millennia, just carving away at this rock, storm after storm. Amazing. So looking upstream this way is like another section of the bushwhack hike, but here's the thing going on. I don't know if this is new or recent, but all of these down trees all through here, it just really, this would be like a stunning view. When we were looking down from the grade, and I was saying how dark it is down there, I thought it was hemlock trees, but no, I think it's just this dark rock on both sides of this like a miniature canyon. But all these downed trees would make navigation so difficult through here. In the home stretch, underneath this beautiful and tall canopy of tree, we've been talking about the hike and other things, and both agree it's a very, very challenging one. Rewarding but challenging. I think one more stop. We have to make another major stream crossing, and then we'll be at Sullivan Falls, where we dropped my truck. Then from there we're going to take my truck back to Cole's vehicle at Grassy Hollow Road. So that's how we did this, as almost a complete loop, but we're saving 1 mile at the end. Well, I can't believe it, but we have made it back to the truck. It's just ahead. I guess we'll take one quick look at Sullivan Falls for the record, and then we're off to our next destination, doing a little camping at Francis Slocum State Park. All right, my friends, we are now in the truck. We have finished the hike and completed the loop. Amazing adventure today here with Cole Swanger. over 8 miles, over 8 hours on the trail, and at least 11 waterfalls. Probably, I would say, even like, depending on your definition of waterfalls, 12 to 15 waterfalls in Waterfall Wonderland, State Game Land 13. An unforgettable hike, one of the great ones in Pennsylvania, and I was here with one of the best guys to do it right there. So it was a real honor. I couldn't have done it without him, to be honest. But we worked together as a team, and that's what it's all about. Now, like I said in the beginning, if you want to see the full post-hike recap and analysis, you can go to my Patreon page, and it's absolutely free. You just got to search Walter Zone on Patreon, and I'll have it posted there, and you can get our full thoughts, advice, and opinions, and really what we thought about the hike in detail. But for now, we got a little ride to go, and I got to be careful. The road's bumpy. Listen, I thank you, and I appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you have any comments or questions, let me know down below. And until next time, we'll see you on the trail. Gator and Cole out.